Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the John M. Coyne Rec Center. This is CBA Livestream's coverage of the Barron Cup 2 White Semifinals, game number 2 between Avon Lake, the Shoremen, and the Kenston Bombers. The winner will advance to the Barron Cup 2 championship tomorrow night, and they will take on the Strongsville Mustangs, who just upset CBCA by a score 4-3 in the first semifinal this evening. This is Tim Nichols, and you have full CBCA live stream crew with you tonight on the coverage. I want to thank our friends at Sport on Tap, who've been bringing you coverage all week, Monday, Wednesday, and they'll be back tomorrow night and on Sunday for the championship games. So we're privileged to have the coverage, and we're working Gremlins. If you were able to catch some of the first game we had here tonight, there was a power outage that occurred during the first intermission. It knocked us off the air, it knocked everything off the air, and there was no power whatsoever. So it took us a little bit to get up and running. It gave us a whole host of gremlins and issues, which we hope to have somewhat worked out, but apologies in advance, as we are working on the fly, and with just 15 minutes between games, we did our best to get back up and running, get the graphics updated. We are using optical character recognition technology on the scoreboard tonight. The scoreboard bulbs out, so we're challenged with that as well. But nevertheless, what we are not challenged with is the video capability and our call to you tonight for this game. This is a third meeting in a row in the Barron Cup between Avon Lake and Kenston, and last year it was a game for the ages, a game that was won by the Kenston Bombers in triple overtime when Chase Parker netted the game winner. Kenston's goaltender Nate Linz made 56 saves that game winner with just under 5 minutes to go in the third overtime. Last year in the opening round, the Bombers winners by a score 3-2. And now the starting lineups for the Bombers. The goaltender, number 29, Nick Svoboda. Charlie McBride. just about ready for hockey here. The fourth meeting of the season between Avon Lake and Kenston. So you're getting ready to drop the puck in this second game. Cooper Nilsson steps in. And he'll step in across from Troy, a pair of 15s as we are ready to drop the puck with 15 minutes to go on the clock. And we are underway. Barron Cup White semifinal number 2, and the puck is chipped way high into the netting, and a souvenir for a young fan. Right out of the gate with just 8 seconds gone. And they'll return the puck into the penalty box and get a new one. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Bombers. Drop the puck down and quickly Gavin sends it into the far side corner. And Avon Lake, the Shoremen, will try and build it out. They clear it out to center ice. Sent back but not in. The teams battle at center ice. And the Shoremen come up with it. It's Nilsson, 15, Cooper. Quick lost and sent up and out. No icing on this play as it deflected. And on get it is Grady Pellegrini. Pellegrini sends it up but turns it over, but only for a moment. The Bombers will send it on in and get a change behind the play. Troy Cray did that. Far side. Shoreman trying to build out, but it's sent right back in deep. On it is Reese Newfar. Newfar waiting for reinforcements. They show up after the line change, but they lose the blue line. And so coming forward is Luke Swain. Missed 8 games with an injury, came back and scored a pair of goals the other night. So the Shoremen certainly happy to have their junior forward back. J.C. Pustai, and what a game he had the other night as well. A hat trick for Pustai in the victory against Avon. Loose in front and sent up, and there comes a chance for the Shoremen off a loose puck. In and a shot wide. That was a chance for Nate LaPrevost. He's on it again. He fires, and a blocker save by the goaltender, Svoboda. Good chance that they're generated by the Shoremen early. 13 minutes to go, just 2 minutes gone. Sent up, no icing, as the linesman determined that the Shoremen could have kept that in and let it go, so they'll retreat and get it behind their own net. Far side, and a long angled pass too far for Renz, acted by Moores. Moores sends it up ice, angles it off boards, and he's got Cray. Puck is wide. Rowell, and not kept in. Sent back down low by Tommy Moores, and the Bombers have to retreat. Dumped in, but quickly collected by Ali Stefansson. She sends it forward. And here comes Rowell. Rowell, short angled shot, sharp angled shot, and a save. Shoot. So as we were saying at the start this season, the first time OK tournament at Avon, 3-3 tie, one of the 3 ties season in the championship game of that tournament. Avon Lake actually led the game 3-1 after 2 periods, but Bombers scored 5 third-period goals to run away with that one 6-3. And then on January 26th, senior night at Kenston, the Bombers recorded a 5-1 victory, so 2-0-1 is Kenston against Avon Lake this season. Avon Lake, the winners of the White South Division. 7-1 in the division was Avon Lake. And they're into the offensive zone right now. It's Will Hood in the corner. He's met up by Jim McBride. It's sent down low, stick aside by the goaltender Svoboda. Sent around to the near side boards. And dumped down low, knocked down. Chopped into the corner off the blade of Grady Pellegrini. Collected by the Bombers, and they'll start out. Deflected. And Pellegrini sends it forward. He's got LaPrevost. LaPrevost shot is deflected into the netting. Score wings after the game, it says on the big Buffalo Wild Wings. Everybody saw that as the puck was headed to Wings. It needed some wings. Behind us laughing and said it would have been wide if it were a field goal. It was not. It's a face-off in the offensive zone for the Shoremen and sent behind the net. Battling for it is Cooper Renz. He tries to dig it out, cannot. It's chopped up off the boards and collected by Strongsville's Daniel Wilson. Dumped in wide of the goaltender on the near side and sent right back out. Swain falls down. Quickly on it is Reese Newfar. Newfar retreats behind his net. He'll angle it, looking for Wilson. Collects it, but has to wait for Wilson to get back on side, and now he just dumps low. Chasing after it there is Owen Lochterman. Quickly pushed forward, deflected from the Bombers. Angle it, but one in particular. Swain puts it in. On it though is McBride. A pile up and a penalty coming. And we'll see, it's going to be a penalty on Kenston. Avon Lake will go power play. And Reese Newfar's hands to the heavens. Sam not sure he's going to be informed. The time of the penalty, 5 minutes and 2 seconds of the first period, and the Shoremen are on the power play. 2 minutes for roughing for Newfar. LaProvost will take the face-off in the offensive zone. Man advantage for the Shoremen. And they win the face-off. Controlled and sent down low. Right back to the near side boards it goes. Brady Gibble has it. Cross ice to the defenseman on the far side. Will step in. Shot is deflected to the near side corner. Collected by the Bombers. And not only will they clear, they'll start out with it on the counter. And that was Roy Cray, he of the 6 goals this season, but quickly the other direction comes short. And once again, a shot is sticked aside by the goaltender, Svoboda. Struggled that name all season. Apologies to Mr. and Mrs. Svoboda. We'll get it right. 13 to go in the penalty time. Long outlet pass dumped in deep. Will Hood sent it, but the Shoremen changing behind the play. And here comes a chance, a breakaway. And what a play by Shue, who just jumped out there and sticked aside the puck with a rushing Charlie McBride coming toward him, I believe. Still 48 seconds to go on the penalty time. Pellegrini skates into the circle, now behind the end line. Looking for someone, perhaps for a centering pass, finds it, but it's checked away. No harm there for the Bombers, who will skate the other direction, and a shot is deflected the far side off the stick of Troy Cray. Down to 26 seconds to go on the penalty time. Backhanded pass forward. Cooper Nilsson skates toward the net, bodied off the puck, and it's cleared down the ice with just 13 seconds to go on the penalty time. Newfar ready to come out. Down to 5 seconds. Cooper Nilsson, ice pass, dumped in, back to even strength with 7:55 to go. No score so far. Seen. Falls down, dumps it to the near side. Lost an edge there, and it's quickly sent up. Bar into the zone on the left wing. A look, down the line, centers. Deflected, Swain. Lost it forward. On the rush. Connor Sparker. Shot and a save. Sparker, his first multi-goal game of it on Wednesday night against Stowe. He had a pair of goals. And that was his first and the final goal of the year. So we'll call it a career night against the Stowe Bulldogs. On Wednesday, they dropped the face-off down. Midway through the first period, no score. It's chipped up and into the bench of the Kenston Bombers, who are the visiting team today. The Bombers are the 3 seed in this tournament, despite their 28-1-3 record, because That one loss was to CVCA by a score of 5-2 at CVCA's home rink in Garfield. When the Bombers and Royals played at the Pond, the Bombers won 5-3. So by virtue of goal differential, who were the 1 seed, the Bombers the 3 seed, and North got the 1, 3, 5, and 7 seeds. But make no mistake, the favorite tonight with a 28-1-3 record are the Bombers. They have been favorite all season. Sent around the inside boards and up and out. No icing, or actually they will call icing. Looked like perhaps that Tyler Wright might have had a chance to keep that in for Kenston. It got by him and all the way down the ice. So an offensive zone face-off coming up for Kenston. The Bombers faithful. A chance of here we go Bombers, and it was almost a goal. Shoot. Where that went, it went behind him. He got a piece of it and keeps it at no score. Behind the net, Colin Nilsson chops it forward, and it's sent out down the ice. On it for Kent is Charlie McBride. He gets it back after a pass to a teammate. He moves it forward to center ice, and Cooper Nilsson had it, but now it's sent back in, and no icing. And so Colin Nilsson, both sons of head coach Wade Nilsson, the ice right now. That's Grady Pellegrini. Cross ice pass to Renz, angled forward, but it finds a Kent bomber, and that bomber is McBride. McBride, fans on that one, and it's going to fall to, for a moment, a short play. But Kenston takes it in. Now with Avon and Lake, and they'll retreat behind their net and try and reset. 5:45 to go, first period, still no score. Cooper Nilsson winds up. Into the offensive zone he goes. Into the circle, poked away. He'll center. Was looking for Gilble. Behind him, and it's sent right back out to Snoots. Now Nilsson tries to throw it through the legs of the defenseman there. Couldn't that happen? And the counter is on. Offside. Oh. Had a head of zigged and paralleled that blue line for just a half steam expected, and offsides was the call. Avon Lake and Kenston. Winner will get Strongsville tomorrow on Sports on Tap, the champion of the Barron Cup 2 White Division at 7 o'clock. Sports on Tap will also have the championship of Barron Cup 3 at 5 o'clock. So there's a chance. Save off the chest of Shoup. And Avon Lakes oops that aside. Turns over, another shot, and a score! Kenston is on their first. Reese Newfar. And the Bombers' hands with the Vuvuzelas. Newfar found it, come here, and he just sent it on goal. And it looked like the goalie, Asher Shoup, did not react quickly, coming in as fast as he expected the ice. It's 1-0 Kenston. Back underway, and they're not doing JC any good here. I don't pronounce his name, but the official scoring far from JC Pustai. Pustais had a heck of a hat trick the other night and gets an assist on that goal by Newfar there. We've noted that the shots on goal tracker are not working for us tonight. Apologies to that. And there's another shot and saved by the goaltender Shoup. What is working is the 1-0 score. We're down to 4:12 to go here in the first period. Bombers with an early lead, 1-0. And they win the face-off, and it's behind the net. Rowell and Cooper Nilsson battling. The Shoremen come up with it. Into the offense zone, but unable to possess it, so it falls to the Bombers and angle it up on boards, and Pellegrini collects it. Cross ice. And chipped into the Avon Lake bench. Face off. See that puck fly out of play. It'll be a defensive zone. Kenston on the board first. And back underway. Up down low. First is Owen Lochterman. Tries to find a teammate. Send it back down in. Send it back out. Long pass and dump down low. Shoot will play. Nilsson gains the zone. He'll chase after the puck. Cannot get there though. But he hasn't given up. He makes an attempt, but the Bombers are able to finally clear. Long shot on goal, saved by Shoup. Center ice. Sent up and out, but dumped right back in, delayed offside. Gives Lochterman a moment. A turn, well, been turned over, but a couple of players here right past that puck. So Kent reset with 2.5 to go here in first period play. Newfar, the goal has it. Centers, intercepted, sent up, but not out. Point shot coming in, deflected, and a score now. And a pile of Bombers again. In Kenston. There it is, sent in, and Newfar just dug the puck out. Deflect from Troy Wheeland, and have a 2-0 lead. Whalen sent it in, and Newfar on the redirection. He's got his 14th and 5th goals on the season, and they've given the Bombers a 2-0 lead. That's offsides on the Bombers. Referee right there. See that puck coming? So this season they have scored 3-1 against Kenston. So with the firepower of the Bombers already 2-0, it's important they try and get a goal. Draw a bit closer into this lead. Tipped up and out. They went off icing, and so chasing after the puck is Tommy Moores. He'll collect it. Minute 5 to go. Out to the ice. He'll dump it on goal. Saved by the goaltender, Soda. Kenston with control. A pair of goals, dumps it in again. On the near side, the Bombers are first to it. Pustai. He loses the puck, Pellegrini. And a big hit from behind, no call. Despite the protestations of the faithful, the Shoremen. Colin Nilsson sends it forward. But it's right back in on Shoup. Minute to go in the first period. Kenston back into the offensive zone. This is Ralph. His shot is saved, and Avon Lake will ice it. 46 seconds to go. 2-0 lead. Fourth meeting of the season between these very face off, one back to the loose, sent across the ice. Bombered in, but they collect it. Rowell tries forward. It's up and out of play with 35 seconds to go. You're watching CVCA live coverage of the Barron Cup semifinal between Kent and Avon Lake. This is Tim Nichols. Be back with you tomorrow night on Sports on Tap, subbing in for Ed Dick for the Blue and White Division Championships. Right now, though, we're glad you found us on C-Stream. And here comes Kenston with a opportunity. Gray, backhand is aimed by Shoup. 1 second left. Centered and intercepted. Sent to the near side board. Avon Lake trying to get to the intermission with a 2-goal deficit. Centering, there's another shot. Saved and the crossbar. Off the shoulder and over the crossbar. Shoup with 5 seconds left. Then out to center ice, and that will just about on first period festivities. Reese Newfer for the Kenston Bombers with a pair of goals period, and the Bombers go to the first intermission with a 2-0 lead. You're watching CBCA live streams coverage of the 2024 Barron Cup 2 semifinals. As we reach the first intermission, sent you a message from Cuyahoga Academy about this.
My name is Murphy, and I teach students science.
My name is James Thomas Talbert. I'm a Bible teacher at UCF.
My name is Adam Armstrong.
Barron. My name is David Raymond.
My name is Jacob Hyland, and I teach studentology.
My name is Kate Matthews.
Lisa Spodnik, and I teach 8th students English.
My name is Brian.
Soy la señora Sherry y soy profesora de español PCA.
My name is Meredith Reardon, and I teach English.
My name is Paul McClevich. I teach students math.
My name is Regina, and I teach students about through the discipline of science.
My name is Rix, and I teach students anatomy and physics. I teach students Mandarin and Chinese.
Jack Churchill, and I teach students the Word of God.
My name is Caleb Ernesti, and
Welcome back to the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Barron Cup 2 semifinal between Kenston and Avon Lake. The Bombers leading 2-0. A little technical difficulty there with the video. We're back up online, and we hope that you weren't too inconvenienced. Take a look here at the Barron Cup 2 bracket. And on the top side of that bracket, CVCA and Strongsville played earlier today. Strongsville with a pair of third-period goals, upsetting CVCA by a score of 4-3. You can write Strongsville into the final. They will play the championship game tomorrow night on Sports on Tap. This game will determine their opponent, and right now, the Kenston Bombers leading 2-0, looking for their 29th victory of the season. If you are looking ahead about schedules, Strongsville and Kenston played way back on the 19th of November, and the Bombers were 7-5 victors in that game against the Mustangs from Strongsville. They played again on Friday, January 5th, and Kenston won that game 6-5. So should Kenston advance tonight, they've got 2 victories, but 2 high-scoring victories against the Bombers this season. Strongsville and Avon Lake played just a few days ago, actually, 8 days ago, and the Avon Lake Shoremen and Strongsville Mustangs went into overtime. The Shoremen winners 6-5 in that overtime contest. So the Bombers 2-0 against Strongsville. Avon Lake 1-0, but CVCA was 3-0 against Strongsville. It didn't matter tonight. The Mustangs come up with a victory, 4-3. Tomorrow night is also the championship in Barron Cup 3. And here we look at the bracket for Barron Cup 3. It'll pit the top 2 seeds in the tournament, Normandy and Westlake, against each other. Normandy advanced by defeating Orange 2-1. They had to come from behind and score 2 goals in the third period against the upstart and upset-minded 8th-seeded Orange Lions. And then they again played from behind. Solon got out to a 4-1 lead and led 5-2 midway through the second period before Normandy exploded for 5 goals in a row and won that game 8-6 to advance to the championship game. Westlake, a much more calm way to the championship game. They defeated Nordonia 4-1, a game that they were in control of much of the contest. Then they defeated Canfield 5-2. Canfield upset Sugar and Falls to make it to the semifinal, but Westlake did not have much trouble with them. They'll play Normandy for the 4th time this season. The Invaders and Westlake in the first 2 meetings, they were won by Westlake, but Normandy won last week Sunday 4-1, I believe it was. The game was 2-1 until the Invaders got a pair of breakaway goals in the last 2 minutes. So they'll try and settle it once and for all tomorrow night at 5 o'clock in the championship game that you can see on Sports on Tap, SOT podcast, and their YouTube channel. Here, the Kenston Bombers are returning to the ice, and we will have second period action coming up. And we'll get that period corrected. There it is, second period action coming up. 1 minute and 14 seconds away from dropping the puck. So you're looking for Avon Lake and who might be the players to look to try and draw closer or even draw even. You have to look toward Cooper Nilsson, who has 26 goals on the season, 6 game-winning goals. The sophomore leading this team in goals scored. It is a young team from Avon Lake and a small team in terms of bench size. They have only 10 skaters. Luke Swain, as we mentioned, missed 8 games earlier this year, but came back and scored a pair of goals in the game against Stowe on Wednesday. So he's a junior. The only senior on this team is Will Hood. This team has 4 sophomores. Nate LaProvost, who has 24 goals on the season. And then Connor Sparker, who had a pair of goals, his first multi-game goal game of his career last week on Wednesday, or a couple days ago on Wednesday. So the other player we have not mentioned much of so far is Brady Gibble, another one of the sophomores. last scored against Kenston on the 13th of January, has 17 tallies on the season. And so those are the players that will try and lead the comeback. The Bombers, as we said, are loaded with a pair of 120-point scorers. Gavin Rowell with 67, Troy Cray with 60 on the season, and then they've got a whole host of other Bombers behind them that have a great amount of firepower. We keep that artillery motif in play. In play right now is the second period underway, and the puck is in the Shoreman offensive zone, but it's collected behind the net by Tommy Moores, the senior, son of the head coach. Puck is sent out to center ice. Dumped in, but collected by Rowell. Flipped high into the air, and it trickles past Cooper Renz. He'll send it up, and it's collected by the Shoreman. Settled down by Colin Nilsson, but you can't get it through the neutral zone before it's deflected out of play. And a stoppage with 14:08 to go here in the second period. Kenston 2, Avon Lake nothing. Face off in front of the Shoreman bench. You see that bench with just 5 on it. 10+1 goaltender, that is the Shoreman. They've had a great season. Looking to come from behind here. Here's a chance, LaProvost into the offensive zone. He'll shoot just high and over the crossbar of Nick Svoboda. Dumped down low, they wave off icing. Back on it is Lochterman. It's chipped up and out of play, and stoppage with 13:36 to go. So a defensive zone face-off for the Shoreman to the right of Asher Shoup. I mentioned they have one senior, they have 2 seniors because Shoup is a senior as well. And he'll have to step up big throughout the rest of this one to try and keep the Bombers from adding further tallies to their score. Around the boards it goes. A centering opportunity, but knocked down. Here come the Bombers. Ustai into the zone, but he has it taken away. It's sent forward just beyond the reach of LaProvost. Lochterman, as it comes back out to neutral ice, sends it across ice into the offensive zone and onside. Sent down low. Into the near side corner. Big collision and a push for the efforts. But what happens behind the play is the Bombers have a shot and a save by Asher Shoup. Both teams will change up with 12:43 to go in the second period. Winner gets Strongsville. The Mustangs, a pair of victories, a pair of upset victories if you go by the seedings, has put them in the championship game. Playoff hockey. Felt like playoff hockey today. Temperature topped out at 64 as we were coming in and driving to the rink today. Here's another shot and a score. The Bombers go up 3-0. Gavin Rowell, the leading scorer of Kenston and perhaps one of the leading scorers of all in Northeast Ohio, gets his 68th goal of the season. He beat Shoup on the short side 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the second period, and it's 3-0 Kenston. The dynamic duo, and here comes another chance for Kenston. A shot and a save. Luke Mack looking for more. Gavin Rowell from Troy Cray. Here's the Luke Mack chance. 3-0 Bombers. Offensive zone face-off for the Bombers. Whistle blows and we'll do it again. They'll reset. Troy Cray, and they'll send him out, so Luke Mack will have to take the draw for the Bombers. He wins it back. Shot is knocked down. Here's another chance, although it's taken away. It's sent up, and for the moment, not quite out. Collected by Gibble. Gibble angles it off the board, trying to get it himself, but he's bodied out of the play, and it's sent right back down the other end to Cooper Nilsson. He'll angle it up, but no one there, and this is going to be an icing against the Shoremen. So the teams change up. A little bit of the air has gone out of the arena on the Avon Lake side here, down 3-0. Another shot, another save by Shoup. There'll be a spectator for the next 2 minutes as the Shoremen power play begins. Avon Lake will set up behind their own net, but they cannot get out beyond their own blue line on the restart. Colin Nilsson, far side. 10:51 to go, second period. Gains the zone, into the corner. Still with it. Cross ice pass. Nilsson looking for Pellegrini. Collected by his brother, now back to Pellegrini. And he has it knocked away. Here comes a chance. It's Rowell into the corner. He's dangerous anywhere on the ice. Behind the net, Rowell waits some more. Tries to dump it down low, and the Shoremen collect the puck and start up again with 1 minute remaining on the penalty time. A shot and deflected to the near side corner. Almost beat the goaltender Svoboda that time, but Svoboda just got enough of it to ensure that it did not go into the back of the net. Cleared down ice and centered, knocked back into the corner. Bombers controlling a shorthanded chance. Shoup makes the stop and then covers. 36 seconds to go in the penalty time to Pustai. 9:53 to go in the second period. Kenston with a 3-0 lead. And they drop the puck down. Shoremen send it forward, but turn it over right away. Newfer, who's got a pair of goals, sends it in deep. 25 seconds to go. Cray pressuring. And now into the offensive zone. A shot and a save by Svoboda. 12 seconds left. Svoboda stands tall there and like a brick wall. Did not allow a rebound. So a face-off to his left with just 12 ticks remaining on the penalty time. Down to 9:28 to go in the period. Face-off controlled by Kenston. A shot and wide. Shorthanded bid by Rowell. He's already got one, was looking for another. Penalty time runs out, and Pustai is back on the ice. Back to even strength. He'll head to the bench. The Bombers will get an extra skater to replace him. Into the offensive zone, another shot, and Svoboda thought it got behind him. He falls back and sits on it. That one sort of fooled him, but he does enough to keep the Shoremen off the board with 9:06 to go. 3-0 Bombers. Face off to the right of Svoboda. One back, but it's Rowell who's first to it. With speed in the offensive zone, skates in, tries to set himself, loose in front. A good job by the defense there. That was Colin Nilsson making sure that no shot was able to get off for the Bombers, who already lead this one 3-0. Sent up and forward, dumped right back in. Long outlet pass, does not find a teammate. Kenston tries to go the other direction. Now Avon Lake controls. Into the offensive zone, a shot is deflected to the near side corner. Sent up, but not out. Pellegrini is there at the blue line. Tries to dump it back down low, but he finds a waiting Luke Mack right there who battles to get it out of the zone. Pellegrini gets a shot. It's wide. Rebound all the way back to the blue line where he gets it. Actually, it's Hood who gets it. Sent out to neutral ice, and the Bombers will just dump it in the other direction. 8 minutes to go, second period. Kenston 3, Avon Lake nothing. Barron Cup 2 semifinal. Strongsville awaits the winner. Shorman looking to get something going. But Kenston making it very difficult to get open ice right now. Backhanded attempt by LaProvost goes wide. That was deflected. And this one is sent down the ice. Icing against Kenston with 7:23 to go. Here in the second period, midway through the game. Bombers 3, Shorman nothing. A reminder, tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock on Sports on Tap, the Barron Cup 3 championship between Normandy and Westlake will take place. And then Barron Cup 2 at 7 o'clock, or 25 minutes after the conclusion of the first game. Both those games can be seen on Sports on Tap's YouTube channel. And I'll be pleased to be sitting in for my good friend Ed Dick. Tomorrow night, Ed will be back with the Barron Cup 1 championship game on Monday, or rather on Sunday at noon, with the rest of the Sports on Tap crew. Play continues. Lochterman at center ice. Tries to feather it forward. Cooper Nilsson gains the zone, but only for a moment. Sent right back out. So Cooper gets it back. He'll retreat. A lot of ice time for all these shoremen with just 2 lines. Every one of the players on the Avon Lake team, though, has contributed this season. There are not many weak links. They're just young. LaProvost, Connor Sparker, Brady Gibble, Cooper Nilsson, and Colin Nilsson, all sophomores. Owen Lochterman, a freshman. Pellegrini and Renz, the 2, and Swain, the 3 juniors, and a pair of seniors. They get some more reinforcements. They've got a good young core that has won the White South Division this year, but Kenston having an uncharted, amazing year at 28-1-3. And they turn it over. The Provost there. Here comes a shot and a save by Shoup. The puck fell to Luke Mack, and he fired on net. Shoup got down, made sure the 5-hole was closed, and made the save with 5:57 to go here in the second period. 2 goals in the first by Reese Newfar. A goal in the second period by Gavin Rowell, and that's where we stand. 3-0 Bombers. Dumped into the corner. Troy Cray centers it. He was looking for Rowell. It got by him. Comes back to Cray behind the net. He'll center again, all the way up to the right point. Dumped back down low by Tyler Wright. Another centering attempt is pushed to the corner. Cray finally finds some pressure up to the point, but kept in. Right. Now Cray again. Backhanded shot is deflected to the far side corner. Still pressure from the Bombers. Now it's Rowell. Finally has it taken away. Can Avon Lake clear the zone? No, they can't. Still kept in. Right. And sent back down low and covered by Shoup. At least the Shoremen will get a change here with 5:12 to go, as will Kenston. Both teams send in a new line. Two games early tomorrow afternoon. The Red Division Barron Cup 1 semifinals. Hudson and Mentor, Rocky River and Benedictine precede the championship games in the blue and the white divisions. So 4 games here in Brooklyn tomorrow. First 2 games available on Live Barn. You're doing nothing tomorrow afternoon. Head on down to the John M. Coyne Rec Center, the Brooklyn Rec Center, it's also known as, in Brooklyn, Ohio, and take in some outstanding high school hockey. Play back underway. And Grady Pellegrini had it for a moment. Every single opportunity is pressured by these Kenston Bombers. And finally, after all that, it's cleared out. Moores sends it forward. Swain tries to send it in and gains the zone for at least a moment. But right now, 2 Bombers right there. They find a third and right out to neutralize once again. Cross ice, Shoremen have it. Gibble, it's been quiet today. Gibble has it taken away by Daniel Wilson. Shoremen get it right back. And they'll dump it down low. Controlled though by Kenston and sent right out. It'll be icing. If it gets to the end line, and it will. And so that'll force an offensive zone face-off for Avon Lake after all that defensive zone play over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Avon Lake looking to get back into this one. They need to manufacture a goal. We'll see if they can do something off this face-off right here. They've had a couple of hard shots on Nick Svoboda. The last one that we can recall, he thought it got by him. He laid down backwards and made sure it didn't get any further, but he certainly wasn't sure. Face-off will be to his left right here. Whistle is blown. It's one back to the Shoremen. The attempted shot was deflected and controlled by Mack. Back check though, and Mack for once had it taken away. A big hit at center ice. LaProvost and Mack came together. This one is sent back out. Icing is waved off, and Logterman ranges back to recover the puck behind his own net. Sends it forward, but it goes between a pair of teammates. And icing is the call with 3:34 to go. If Kenston holds on, they are looking, actually both teams are looking for their first Barron Cup championships. Strongsville in the final for the first time, so one of these 3 remaining schools is going to win a Barron Cup for the first time in school history. A discussion with Coach Tom Moores on the Kenston bench. Seems to be satisfied with whatever explanation there was. We're back underway. Controlled by the Shoremen. Sent forward, Swain chips it out of the defensive zone. Only for a moment, though. It's sent right back in. Mack will chase. Logterman gets him. He turns it over. Dangerous play right there. Shot and a save by Shoup. And he handed the puck right to Troy Cray. You hand it to a 60-goal scorer, and you live to tell about it. You're very fortunate on that defensive zone turnover. .3:16 remain in this second period. Puck controlled by Kenston, sent behind the boards. Rowell has it. Rowell centers, knocked down in front. Chipped up and out. Swain, can he catch up to it? No, it's poke check back. Cray. A couple of Shoremen skate right past it, and here comes Rowell. Rowell shoots just wide on the near side. Sent out to center ice and dumped right back in by Moores. Pellegrini around the end boards. Gets it back. Angled shot forward. Kenston, though, so quick to change and push it right back into the offensive zone. All the Shoremen can really do here is collect the puck and get out to the neutral zone. They're having great difficulty just getting down the ice with any kind of possession. It's dumped right back in with 2:12 to go. Bombers with another shot. This one's deflected off the stick of Shoup. And all the way down the ice, just to the left of Svoboda, the right rather. No icing. It's LaProvost in the corner, but he sees it taken away and he's dumped. No call. Nilsson to his brother. He steps into the circle, shoots, and it's up and knocked down by one of the Bombers. Best shot of the second period by Cooper Nilsson. Best opportunity, but right back the other side it comes. Minute 20 now. A goose egg on the board, and here comes another offensive rush for Kenston. Shot is knocked down and collected again, pushed down low, and Shoup sends it into the corner. Kenston trolling. Puck loose behind the net into the far corner, sent up and cleared out by Avon Lake. Cross ice pass, 3-on-2, a shot, and a score! Nate LaProvost puts one on the board. The sophomore for Avon Lake, his 25th goal of the season. And there's life in these Shoremen. 14 minutes, 22 seconds in the second period. And LaProvost, here it is, from behind the net, beats Svoboda. It's 3-1. We'll see if that gives a boost in the step of these Shoremen. Dumped in with 27 seconds to go. LaProvost from Pellegrini. And Owen Logterman on the secondary assist. There. 3-1. Down to the final 10 seconds. Puck is sent and it crosses the end line for an icing. And so one final defensive zone face-off for the Shoremen to try and thwart any further efforts of the Kenston Bombers. The Bombers had been in control and still are up by 2 goals, so they're still in control, but that was an unexpected development given the way the play had played out. We were just talking about how Shoremen had not been shut out except for one time. They will not be shut out today. Face-off is dropped down, and the clock will wind out as it's pushed into the corner. And we go to the second intermission with the score, Kenston 3, Avon Lake 2. Rather, Avon Lake 1. So second period goals early. Early goal that period by Gavin Rowell. And then Nate LaProvost with an answer, albeit almost 13 minutes later. 3-1 as we hit the second intermission here. The John M. Coyne Rec Center.
My name is Natalie Murphy, and I teach students science.
My name is James Thomas Talbert. I'm a Bible teacher here at CVCF.
My name is Adam Armstrong.
Craig McSparron. My name is David Ramey.
My name is Jacob Pyland, and I teach students theology.
My name is Kate Matthews.
My name is Lisa Spodnik, and I teach 8th grade students English.
My name is Lauren O'Brien.
Soy la señora Sherima y soy profesora de español aquí en CBCA.
My name is Meredith Reardon, and I teach students English.
My name is Paul McClevich, and I teach students math.
My name is Regina Picari, and I teach students about God through the discipline of science.
My name's Rick Lyons, and I teach students anatomy and physiology. I teach students Mandarin Chinese.
My name is Zach Churchill, and I teach students the Word of God.
My name is Caleb Ernesty, and I teach students Bible at CVCA.
Being at CVCA is so important because I get to spend time with students and point them to Christ. And the ability to watch students grow in their faith is a reward that surpasses anything that I could have imagined.
Getting to be a part of their lives reminds me of the teachers that were a part of my life when I went to school here. So I love just getting to walk through that journey with them.
I love to see students realize that whatever background they come from, whatever choices they've made in life, that they're lovable.
I love the light bulb moments for students when they get it. I love that as a student myself, and I love to help students have those moments.
My students are an inspiration to me. I love reading their writings, seeing their thoughts, learning from their wisdom and insights. They're a blessing and a joy.
I'm a teacher because I understand that the high school years are some of the most important and formative years in our lives, and I want to be here to help students create a theological bridge between word and world, and to help them create a Christian worldview so that the lens by which they see the world is the lens of the gospel.
In the classroom, I want what I believe to come through in an authentic and passionate way, because I think when teachers have an excitement about their relationship with Jesus, it spills over into the classroom, into the lives of students, and they can understand that Christianity is not a religion, but it's founded on a relationship with Christ.
My belief is the more they know about God, the easier it's going to be for them to fall in love with him. And that's what I want for my students to do. I want for them to fall head over heels in love with God so that they aren't afraid to give their whole heart to him, to continue their journey beyond 7th grade.
I do what I do because I love to see the smiles on the students. They energize me. They make my day happy.
I believe at CVCA we are equipping students with biblical foundations that will serve them well in their years beyond high school.
Being a teacher at CVCA is really unique because we're able to share the gospel within the curriculum that we're teaching.
I love watching students grow spiritually and discovering that they are infinitely loved by God. The passion of my life is helping students see themselves through God's eyes.
Back here at the John M. Coyne Rec Center, the Brooklyn Rec Center, also known as the same place. The Kenston Bombers leading the Avon Lake Shoremen 3-1. Appreciate you watching CVCA live streams coverage of the Barron Cup 2 White Division semifinal. The winner gets Strongsville. And always appreciate that message from the teachers of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We are privileged to be able to bring this coverage to you tonight. Obviously, Sports on Tap, our friends there, have brought most of the coverage of this tournament to you, but for the last 3 years we've jumped in during the semifinal weekend, and not only bringing CVCA games to you, but games of the other semifinal. Last 2 years in the blue division, this year in the white division. And so if you're from Kenston or you are from Avon Lake, we're glad you're having the opportunity to join us tonight. It has been an interesting day for us from a Gremlin standpoint. There was a power outage, actually 2 power outages in the building. One before the first semifinal, one during the first intermission of the first semifinal, which knocked us completely off the air and has knocked a lot of our presets out. So we've been struggling to catch up all afternoon, and apologies for some little errors that you may have seen on the scoreboard. Here we are, and we'll wave to you through the netting. But glad to be here, and a big shout out to Ryan Kelber, the commissioner of the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League, for allowing us to bring the coverage to you. And we do our best to try and become knowledgeable and learn about both teams. We've seen Kenston a number of times this season as they are in the white division with CVCA. Got out to see Avon Lake a couple times personally this year in anticipation that we might see them here this weekend. And obviously we are tonight. Avon Lake's had a great season, as we've recounted during the course of the action. A young squad, a short bench squad, but Coach Wade Nilsson, with a pair of his sons on the team, Cooper and Colin, and Brady Gibble, and Grady Pellegrini. So Brady Gibble and Grady Pellegrini, my apologies, and the rest of the Avon Lake Shoremen, champions of the White South Division this year. And certainly not out of this one. A couple of more lasers like Nate LaProvost had late in the second period, and they could be right back in it. They've played Kenston tough 3 times this season. 15 minutes left to separate this one. And the game earlier today The Royals from CVCA had a 3-2 lead heading into the third period, but the Strongsville Mustangs got an early goal and then one late. And Strongsville's Mustangs went and sent themselves to the Barron Cup Championship. First time in any championship in the Barron Cup in either the red or the white division for the Mustangs. Christian Smith beat CVCA goaltender Caleb Mosher for the game winner in that one. The Royals could not get the equalizer, and so Strongsville awaits the winner of this contest tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Sports on Tap. Again, the 5 o'clock game also on Sports on Tap tomorrow will feature Normandy and Westlake, the top two seeds in the blue division of this tournament. Normandy, I believe, looking for their 5th or 6th Barron Cup overall. They won the blue division Barron Cup 3 just 2 seasons ago. The Invaders and head coach Jim Jackson had a squad that was bolstered this past year with the closing of Parma High School. And so the Parma team and Normandy teams came together. However, this team, for the most part, is being led by some skaters, Dane Galgus and others that have been part of the Normandy team for quite some time and won that Barron Cup 2 years ago. Westlake has had a great season, led the Blue North Division for the entire season until about 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, when Normandy beat them 4-1, and by virtue of that victory on goal differential, the two teams split their divisional games in the regular season. Normandy gained the #1 seed, but they will have an opportunity tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Sports on Tap to settle it all, and one of the two will raise the Barron Cup tomorrow. Strongsville is in the final. Will it be Kenston or will it be Avon Lake with a comeback? We'll find out here momentarily from the John M. Coyne Rec Center. You are watching CVCA live streams coverage of Barron Cup 2, the white semifinal. Once again, tomorrow afternoon here, 4 games. It starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There are a pair of red semifinal games. Those games are not being streamed on either Sports on Tap or CVCA live stream, but you can catch them if you've got a Live Barn subscription. Or just come on out to the John M. Coyne Rec Center. Mentor, the #1 seed, will take on Hudson, and then that'll be followed by Rocky River, the 2 seed, who will take on the defending Barron Cup 1 Red Division champion Benedictine Bengals. Benedictine won their game against Olmsted Falls last night. Hudson stopped Amherst Steel 2 nights ago. Both Mentor and Rocky River had a bye into the semifinal round. Just 6 teams competing in the Red Division this year. Mentor and Rocky River split their contest this year. River beat Mentor in the first game 2-1. Then Mentor shut out Rocky River 3-0 in the second contest. And much like the other divisions where there was a split at the top, the goal differential head-to-head puts the Mentor Cardinals as the 1 seed in that tournament. Championship game for the Red Division, Barron Cup 1, will be contested Sunday at 12 noon. That game available on the Sports on Tap podcast. If you've enjoyed the coverage tonight from CVCA live stream, despite all the gremlins and the power outages that we've had to endure during the day today, a beautiful day outside, but 2 power outages when we were here. We heard there was actually a 3rd one, so the power to the John M. Coyne Rec Center a little bit intermittent today. It's given us a bit of a headache, but we're glad that we're still on the air and bringing you the coverage, and we hope that you stick around for 15 more minutes or longer if necessary. The Bombers return to the ice. You can see the clock counting down, 56 seconds before we resume action here for the final scheduled regular period of this semifinal contest. Remember, last year these two teams did not settle things in the Barron Cup in regulation. They didn't settle it in 1 overtime. They didn't settle it in 2 overtimes. It took 3 overtime periods before the Kenston Bombers sent Avon Lake home in an opening round game. Chase Parker with the game winner for Kenston a year ago in a classic. Avon Lake needs at least 2, and they need to keep Kenston off the board in this 3rd period to even begin a discussion about overtime. Heck, the Shoremen would love to get 3 and book their spot in the championship game tomorrow. We'll see if they can do it. Or we can see if Kenston continues their amazing season. 28-1-3 for the Bombers. Looking for win number 29. And they are 15 minutes away. And we are ready to go. Troy Cray, the senior, 60 goals on the season, waits. Just like the start of the game, Cooper Nilsson, a pair of 15s. His counter number, the sophomore defenseman, will step in across from him. Kenston 3, Avon Lake 1. Third period action, ready to go. From the John M. Coyne Rec Center, the puck is dropped and we are back underway. Luke Swain dumps it in down low. Charlie McBride waits, and now Cray collects. He sends it up and out. And now a 2-on-1, but Johnny on the spot right there was Grady Pellegrini to thwart that 2-on-1 opportunity, but a centering pass is knocked down, and the Shoreman will start out. Back checking was Cray, and he causes the puck to be sent back in by a teammate. So Avon Lake will try and build out once again. Swain with company. A trio of shoremen surround the puck, but it's dumped down low by Kenston. And Avon Lake will try and build out again. That's been their struggle all day. The defense in the neutral zone has been outstanding for the Bombers this afternoon. Tommy Moores. It's sent up. And Kenston with a cross-ice pass. It finds a Bomber who skates right through, right on Shoup. That looked like it might have been Rowell. And Shoup covers the puck for a stoppage with 13:52 to go. It was actually not Rowell, it was J.C. Pustai. When you have Troy Cray and Gavin Rowell, and then you can add J.C. Pustai and Reese Newfer into the equation, these Bombers were set up for greatness, and a quick shot off the face-off, stopped and covered by Shoup, who keeps it a 3-1 contest. This time the puck is pushed to the far side boards, swept into the corner by Owen Lochterman, and then pushed around to the near side where Will Hood waits on it. Hood sends it out to neutral ice, but again, nobody there but the Kenston Bombers defense. And they push it right back in. Here comes LaProvost. He scored. He'll wind up and fire. He scores again! Nate LaProvost makes it a one-goal game. 1 minute and 41 seconds into the third period. Game on! LaProvost, his second of the night, from the left side wing. Beats Swoboda, and suddenly, just like that, a game that Kenston was in control of is now a one-score affair. The Shoremen with life, and the heart is beating. Three to 2. Centering opportunity. Mack couldn't get good wood on it. It goes to the far side corner. Rowell up to the right point. It's knocked down. And here comes a chance again. Swain skates in. Good back check. Centered in front, and Svoboda had to cover it right there. Nate LaProvost. Goals number 25 and 26 on the season. Willing his team forward. And he'll take the face-off to the right of goaltender Nick Swoboda. It's dropped down. LaProvost reaches for it, can't control it. Far side, sent up and out to neutral ice, but Sparker sends it in. LaProvost back checking now. And a huge hit at center ice and a penalty coming. Delayed penalty, goalie out of the goal, sent in on goal and covered. Although a big groan from the fans from Kenston as Shoup stopped that puck. He did not have control of it when the whistle blowed, or when the whistle blewed. Third time, when the whistle blew. But that whistle was fortunate for him as the puck trickled out. Here, penalty. In the box goes Gibble for that big hit. And now a power play for Kenston. Roughing the call. Kenston on the power play this season, 28.9%. 26 out of 90. That's excellent. As we are underway, Bombers keep it in the zone. Behind the net, into the corner. Luke Mack sends it to Pustai. Back to Mack. Mack in the circle, who shoots, and a glove save by Shoup. Big point in this game. Nate LaProvost has just drawn Avon Lake within a goal. But Brady Gibble is in the box. 2 minutes for roughing on a big hit at center ice. A minute 29 to go on this power play. And it's won by Avon Lake and sent down on a clearance. 11:31 to go in the contest. Still a minute 18 to go in the penalty time. Kenston, you got to stop. And then Shoup is run into. He gets back into his net. It's knocked down in front. No call. It's sent forward again. Shoup knocks down the first chance. It's still loose, but again the whistle blows as that puck trickled to the near side. The fandom behind us from the west side asking for goalie interference. There was none called. Shoup fortunate to get back in his goal, and he stopped that one. A minute 1 to go in the penalty time. 11:10 to go. In regulation, 3-2, Kenston leading. Kenston had a 3-0 lead and was in total control of this contest. As the power play continues, they step in. Shot is wide. Nate LaProvost, though, a pair of goals, has gotten the Shoremen right back in it. 45 seconds to go in the penalty time. Far side. Knocked down, but in front from the slot. Shot knocked away. A chance right there from Cray. Sent up and out to center ice where Cray collects it. Pushes back forward. 35 seconds as they gain the zone again. Left on the penalty time. Into the corner. It's Mack. Mack surveying. He's got a pair in front. Still with it in the circle. Dumps it back down and cycles it down low. Pustai. Back to Mack. 18 seconds left in the penalty time. Near side. Rowell. Rowell. His shot goes all the way around the boards and out to center ice with 10 seconds left. Gibble stands up in the penalty box ready to come on out. Moores. Rowell dumps it in wide of the goaltender. Penalty time is up. Back to even strength. 10 minutes and 4 seconds left. And Gibble is stood up by Moores. The Shoremen send it forward but turn it over. Here's a chance. Shot wide on the far side. Kept in by Moores. And a shot gloved down by Shoup. The puck came to an uncovered Kenston Bomber. Looked like it might have been Luke Mack, and it was. But Shoup tracked it all the way and gloved it down. He'll see a face-off to his left. 9:39 left in regulation. The Bombers now clinging to a 1-goal lead, but looking to try and get more. Avon Lake looking to complete the comeback from a 3-goal deficit. Will Hood. He pressures, delayed offsides. A nice job by Hood to force a quick and errant pass. And falling down is one of the Bombers. Hood's on it again. LaProvost can't collect it, and Kenston will counter. with some speed. Rowell into the zone. Shot and a stick save by Shoup. Sent forward. Gibble gains the zone on the left wing. Knocks down a Kenston bomber who's gotten his way into the corner. Rowell dispossesses Gibble. A shot and a save by Swoboda. Sent up and out of the zone. Icing is waved off. And so Pellegrini is on it. Pellegrini will wind up. 3-2. Kenston leading by 1. Pellegrini into the offensive zone. Skates to his left. Puts a backhanded shot and a save. The puck trickles to the far side boards. McBride. He'll start out for Kenston. 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Turned over and sent back in by Cooper Nilsson. But right back out it comes. Reese Newfar, 2 early goals. Turns it over. LaProvost for a third chance. Turned aside by Swoboda. Looking for the hat trick was LaProvost. Reese Newfar also with 2 goals. Next one would be a hat trick for him as well. Newfar pushed aside and takes a dive, or a fall, not a dive. Want to clarify. He was certainly helped off of his feet right there. It was clean as we reach the 7:32 mark, 2 seconds away from midway through this third period. Kenston 3, Avon Lake 2. Strongsville awaits. An offensive zone face-off for the Bombers. This one will happen to the right of Asher Shoup, the senior goaltender. They drop the puck down. Nilsson feathers it to his brother. Cooper to Colin. And up it goes to center ice. Again, the defense of the Bombers is there, and a shot from Cray flies over the crossbar. Colin Nilsson sends it behind the net. Owen Lochterman clears it, angles it forward. Chasing after it is Connor Renz, but he can't get there. All the way back to center ice. Poked forward. Collected for the moment by Troy Wright. Angled off the near side boards. And sent in. Shoup will stop it. And he'll cover it as Lochterman was there to make sure no one from the Bombers could come in and interfere with that covered puck. 6:41 to go. Bombers 3, Shoreman 2. Back underway. It's sent behind the net by Pustai. Pustai will battle into the far side corner. LaProvost there with him. It's sent forward. Swain. He'll chip it and chase it. But he can't get there fast enough. Icing is the call. Swain was just before the red line when he chipped that forward. And so they'll send the puck all the way back into the defensive zone for the Avon Lake Shoremen. Kenston fans trying to urge their team on. 6:22 remains in regulation. And now a 2-on-1 if they hurry for the Avon Lake Shoremen. Good back checking right there to thwart that opportunity by the defense of the Bombers once again. Coach Tom Moore's team is sound in almost every aspect. And a long shot is knocked down, delayed offside against Kenston. 5:54. Turnover. Pustai has it taken away. Long outlet. Here come the Bombers, rather the Shoremen again. A shot, stick save. Here comes a second shot, and just wide. A pair of saves by the goaltender Swoboda to keep it a 1-goal game. Great opportunity right there for Avon Lake to try and find that equalizer. Down to 5.5 to go. 3-2 Kenston. It was 3-0. And then Nate LaProvost said, it's not over. Save and a bobble, but a catch by Asher Shoup on a long shot opportunity. And so Avon Lake will send out a new line. 5:21 to go. Here's a shot and a save from point-blank range. Shoop keeping his team in it right there, right off the face-off. That was Troy Cray trying to win the face-off and score all in one motion. This time he wins it back. Another shot and another glove save. We'll do it a third time. 5:13 to go. Nilsson this time wins the puck on the third attempt. But can the Shoremen clear? Yes, they can. But they cannot possess. It's dumped right back in. Colin Nilsson sends it forward. It's misplayed, but not controlled. The opportunity goes awry for Avon Lake again, and here comes Rowell. His shot, first one is stopped, second one is wide. He'll just recycle it down low. It's swept up and out by Avon Lake. Dumped right back in by Ali Stefansson. Here comes Cooper Nilsson into the offensive zone. He's onside, gets the puck back. And it comes back to centers. No one there. 4:15 to go. Rowell tries to deke. Has it pushed aside, centers, and it's knocked behind the net. He was looking for Cray coming in on a rush. To the left point, Stefansson pokes it forward. Rowell fires, and that one did everything but find the back of the net. I think it got behind Shoop, but it was deflected to the far side, and Avon Lake comes up with it down to 3:50. Still 3-2 Kenston. LaProvo sent it across ice. Was looking for Hood, who couldn't catch up with it. Now another chance. A shot by Cray is pushed aside by Shoop, who's standing on his head at this point. Sent forward, but intercepted again. And dumped again down low. 3.5 left in regulation. Avon Lake looking for an equalizer. Kenston trying to put it on ice. Behind the net it goes. Loose puck controlled by Pustai to Cray. Centering pass knocked down by LaProvost. Sent up but not out. Kept in on the far side by McBride. He dumps it down low. We're down to 3:05. Swept around the boards and out to center ice. Stefansson loses the puck. Here comes Gibble, 2-on-1. He's got Hood. He shoots. It's deflected. Gets behind the goaltender. But laying down on his back is Nick Svoboda. That was deflected off the end boards and came right behind Svoboda. You see it right there. Svoboda with his instincts just laid down backwards and made sure that did not go off the back of his skate into the net. What a chance, 2:55. Offensive zone face-off. Drop down and into the corner it goes. Swain centers it. Backhanded chance, knocked aside. Around the boards, and that was out. Delayed offsides. Nilsson will dump it in, but the Shoremen have to retreat. 2:35. Tommy Moores behind his own end line. It's poked away and sent up into the netting by Gavin Rowell. A stoppage with 2:22 left in regulation. Kenston 3, Avon Lake 2. And what has turned out to be an outstanding high school hockey game. Here comes another icing call. Cooper Renz tried to pass it to himself off the boards. Did everything he could to try and catch up with that puck, but could not. And so 2:14 is what is left on the clock, and we'll do it again from the right of Asher Shoop, the senior goaltender for Avon Lake. It's dropped down to one shot, and Shoup makes another save. And Gibble introduces himself to Rowell, who gets right back up. Another face-off with 2:10 left. This one is controlled by the Shoremen. They clear the zone, but again, on the back check, Rowell collects the puck and dumps it in. Down to 2 minutes exactly, 120 seconds left. Avon Lake needs one. Here comes Gibble. He lines up, he shoots, just wide. LaProvost takes another chance, saved by Svoboda. A third chance coming, shot and knocked down low. Wraparound chance, and Svoboda finally covers it as Connor Renz tried to find a little crease or a hole to try and put it in. A good flurry right there for the Shoremen, but time winding down. Still in the goal is Asher Shoup, 1:42 left. They drop the puck down the far side. Behind the end line it goes. Cray. Feels like he has not been off the ice for some time. Why would you? It's a chance to go to the championship. You've got your top players, and Coach Tom Moores is going with him. 1:32 as that puck was deflected up into the netting. On the near side this time, face off to the left of Svoboda. They drop down, one by the Shoreman, shot, and it's knocked down behind the net. In the center, and a save by Svoboda, who tracked it all the way. That puck fell to one of the Shoremen, and here it is. I think it was Nilsson, and it was a good chance by Cooper Nilsson. Out of the zone, the Bombers clear. 1:15 left. Rowell gains the zone. Skates behind the net, centers, shot, and a score! No! Everything but the net! I don't know how it didn't go in. Still 3-2, 1:06. Pellegrini dumps it. Shoup was beat, but the puck just did not want to go in the net. 58 seconds, centering pass, and a chance, shot, save, rebound, cleared out to center ice. Shoup still in his goal, 51 seconds left. Controlled by Pellegrini, he'll retreat behind his net. Pellegrini winds up down to 45 seconds. Long pass, it's going to find a teammate. Onside, the goalie comes out, empty net, kept in. Avon Lake shooting, and it's wide. Trickles around the near side boards all the way out. 6-on-5 extra attacker, down to 30 seconds left. Sent up, Avon Lake in the neutral zone. LaProvost gets it. He'll step into the zone. LaProvost to his left, and it comes right back out off sides. Just 19 seconds left. Net is empty. Moores skates up. Moores dumps it down low. 10 seconds left. It's sent around the boards to center ice. Here's a chance. One final opportunity for Avon Lake. Into the corner. 4 seconds left. Centering pass. It gets by. One chance left, and the clock winds out. No chances left. The Kenston Bombers will play for the Barron Cup 2 championship tomorrow night against Strongsville. Ladies and gentlemen, they have put 2 seconds back on the clock. So after that celebration, the referees, just as they did in the earlier contest today with CVCA, have put 2 seconds back on the clock, and so there's one final chance for Avon Lake, and head coach Wade Nilsson is going to call timeout. So the referees determined the game was not over. Timeout, Avon Lake. Let's take a look at the replay of that goal or that puck that we thought was in the back of the net. This is with about a minute to go. A centering pass. Cray shot, and it hit the iron. We'll see it right here. Does it cross the end line? It doesn't look like it did. It looked like it bounced right back out, so the referees got it right. 3-2 it is still. So, there's going to be a face-off to the left of the goaltender. This is exactly the scenario we had in the first game tonight. So Nick Svoboda will be in goal. The face-off will be to his left. Avon Lake has the extra attacker on. They need a goal. Undoubtedly, you've got to push it toward the net and try and get a deflection. They set it up with 3 attackers in front of the net, 2 to the right of Nilsson, who will take the face-off. It's Cooper Nilsson. 2 seconds remain. LaProvost behind him. You'll see if he'll try and win it back. Maybe LaProvost get a shot off and maybe a deflection down low. A lot has to happen. It's dropped down into the corner, and this time we'll do it again. The Kenston Bombers will play on Saturday night for the championship of Barron Cup 2. The final score, Kenston 3 and Avon Lake 2. For the 3rd time in 3 years, Avon Lake is sent home by Kenston in the Barron Cup. And the Shoremen did everything they could to pull back and come back in this game. Nate LaProvost, what a game he had, what a week he had. Got 2 goals, but the game-winning goal tonight by number 12 early in that second period, Gavin Rowell with an assist from Troy Cray. The leading stars of this Kenston Bomber team that you will see tomorrow night in the championship game on Sports on Tap, Kenston and Strongsville. For the 3rd time this season. And great sportsmanship being shown at center ice between these Avon Lake Shoremen and Bombers. The 4th meeting this season, the 10th meeting in the last 3 seasons. A lot of these players have played together a long time. The Kenston Bombers will play one more, and they'll play Strongsville for a chance to win their first Barron Cup championship tomorrow. Well, that's going to do it for our coverage from the John M. Coyne Rec Center in Brooklyn, Ohio. And it'll do